Hello guys, welcome to this video. So I'm going to be looking at the Information and Communication Technology paper 2-1 May June 2024. For this video, I'm going to concentrate on document production aspect. Now, it is important that before you start your exam, you read through the instructions. No matter how confident you are in the examination, make sure you go through the instructions. Okay, so one key instruction I want to point out here is this one. Okay, printouts with handwritten candidate details will not be marked. So be careful not to write on your printout. Maybe either you forgot to put your candidate number, or you forgot to put your center number, and then you feel like you want to use a black pen to add it on your printout. Just know that it's going to be invalid and they're not going to mark it. Okay, so it's important that if you make a mistake, go back to your work, correct it, and then do another printout. Okay, good. I just want to get it out there. All right. Okay, so let's continue. You have been supplied with the following source files, okay, which are these, which I've got already here. Right, good. Open the file J2421 evidence.rtf. So let me go ahead to open mine. Where are you? Here. So let me get it open. Okay. Make sure that your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Okay. So what I'm going to do here on the header, I'm going to have my name. K2 is my name. Sorry, let me just write that properly. Comma NG156 represents my center number. That will be the center number, and then my candidate number will be 0004. Okay, that's what I normally use, so I'll close that. Okay, and then okay, save this document in your work area as evidence. Okay, so let me just copy this evidence followed by your candidate number. For example, evidence 999. Okay, good stuff. So we can go ahead to save that. Now, before I do that, I normally will encourage you guys to create a folder. You're going to call that folder work area. Now, I create this folder because most of your printout, this is what most of the work you're going to print out, you have to just put them in this folder so that you know exactly what you're doing and what you're going to print out, right? So I'm going to go ahead, go to file, and then go to save as. It's important that you use save as. Okay, you want to use you want to go to what's it called, browse, and then you want to go to the folder right there, and then the name has to be evidence, and then 004, ending it with your candidate number. Now I would like to also make it a Word document, so I'll change that. I don't think it's a must for you, somebody can do that. All right, good stuff. So here we are done with this. Okay, so task 2, document. You are going to edit a document for Tawara Tots Childcare. The company uses a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph styles must be created and applied as instructed. Okay. Now, number 1, using a stable software package, open the file J2421childcare.rtf. So let me go ahead to open that. Childcare here. Okay. So I've opened that. So the page setup is set to A4. Portrait orientation with 2 centimeter margins. Do not make any changes to these settings. Okay, so let's go and find out the page setup. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to layout. I will expand this page setup group here by clicking on the dialog box launcher. See that the margins are of course 2 cm, and of course the gutter is 0 cm. And then, of course, it is in portraits, right? And then what else do we have there? A4 is in A4. So paper here, paper tab here. You see that it is A4 right here, right? So everything's correct. So we're not going to make any changes here. So I'm just going to close this with no changes, right? Good. So 3 paragraph styles have already been created. Do not make any changes to these unless instructed, right? good. So let's see the 3 paragraph styles. So if you go home here and then you go expand these styles here, you will see 3 paragraph styles. So the TC body, the TC subhead, and the TC table, they've all been created already, right? So if you check where my cursor is blinking here, you see that TC body, that is TC body, right? So that has been selected up here. Okay, so if I click on this one, okay, that's still TC body. But if I click on like staff here, you see that TC subhead has been selected. So these are the 3 styles that have been created already from the question. Now the normal style is always the default style. All right, good. So we can go ahead. Save document in your work area with the file name nursery. So I'm going to just copy that. Make sure it is saved in the format of the software you are using. Okay, good stuff. Let's go and do that. So I'm going to save this in my work area. Save as. You want to browse, and then I want to save it in my work area, and then I'll have the name as nursery, and then of course save it in the format of the software I'm using, which is a Word document or Microsoft Word. Okay, so I will save that. Let me just do this. Yeah, right, good. So place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure that there is evidence of the file type. Okay, so let me go open my work area. Is there any file type here? Yes, file type is right there. So I'm going to just click on print screen and then screenshot just this only, and then have it in my evidence. So I'm just going to go to my evidence here, step 1 here. I'm going to paste it right there. Okay, so that's for that. Place in your okay, so everything in number 1 is done, so I'm going to just highlight that. All right, so step 2, place in the nursery document a right aligned header on a single line. Prospectus, yes, produced by. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, followed by a space, then your name, center number, and candidate number. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm just going to go to my header. So I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to go to header. I kind of like to use this. So the only thing I'm just going to do is to remove the placeholders here, and then of course remove this one. I'll just type over it. So I'll paste my prospectus produced by the text right there, and then space. Then I'll have my name. My name Ikechukwu Anolefo is my name. Anolefo, right? Comma NG156, comma 0004 will be my candidate number. Now see that it splits over the next page, but the question says it has to be in a single line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the back of prospectus, and then basically a backspace, right? So, and of course it is centered right now. So what I'm going to do is simply go to home and then make sure it is right aligned, something like that. So it aligns with the margin right there. Okay, so I think that's about it. So a left aligned footer with automated page numbers. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to insert here. Okay, let me exit or probably move to the footer. So I'm just going to click go to footer. You can exit and then go to footer, whichever one. Okay, so here I want to go to page number, I want to go to current position, I want to have, because already my cursor is blinking on the left side and the question says that it has to be a left aligned footer with automated page numbers. Okay, so I can just write right there, just go to current position here and then add my number. Another way I can do that, let me in fact exit completely. So I can actually go to insert and then go to footer and then use this particular, okay, probably I will use this first one here because the placeholder is already at the left side, right? So you want to just go to page number here from the header and footer tab, and then go to current position and just click on it, and then that will give you that. So you can close that. So if you scroll down, you see that there's a page number in the same position in every page. Okay, so that's for that. So number two, make sure that all the header details are on a single line here. All the alignments match the page margins. Yes, no other text or placeholders are included in the header or footer areas. The headers and footers are displayed on all pages. Yes, we made sure everything was done perfectly, so that will be that. Okay, so number three, create and store the following style. Base it on the default or normal paragraph style, right? Okay, good. So let's go ahead to do that. So TC, so the name of the style will be TC title. So I'm just going to copy that. Okay, go here. So I want to get down to styles and then click on the dialog box launcher and then click on new style right here. So the style will be, the name of the style will be TC title. Now you want to make sure that the style is based on normal. So make sure you select this, base it on normal. Okay, good stuff. Now, what are the other attributes? So we have font style will be serif font. So serif font, I'm going to choose Times New Roman here. That will be the serif font. Font size should be 32. So I'm going to write 32 right there, and then enter. So if you take a look at the preview right here, you will see that the text is also changing. Now, one thing I need to tell you is that you have to take note of where your cursor is blinking. That's one thing. In fact, let me cancel this and then get back to you guys. So now, for you need to know where it is blinking. Your cursor is blinking. So make sure you place your cursor where you can see it, because anywhere your cursor is, whatever new style you're creating, that particular paragraph is going to take the whole of that style, right? So I normally like to keep it in the first one, in the first line, so that whichever when it changes the paragraph, I will immediately see it. Okay, so just always take note of that. So your cursor, make sure you know where your cursor is blinking. So let me go ahead to continue. Let me do that again. So Times New Roman. The name of the style should be this, which is TC title. Base that on normal, and of course the font size will be 32. Okay, yeah, enter. What's the next one? Font size 32. Yes, alignment will be center. So look at center alignment here. So I can just click right there. So that will give me center alignment. Then enhancement will be bold and italic. So I'll click on B and click on I for italics here. Line spacing will be single. So for me to get there, I need to click on format here and then go to paragraph right here. And then line spacing is already single here. So let's see the rest of it. Space before should be 0, and then space after should be 6 points. So spacing here before 0 and then after will be 6 points here. So you can okay that, right? I think that's about it. Yes. So I will simply okay that, and as you can see, this applies it applies it here, the style here. But obviously I know that the style was actually TC body. So that's one thing you have to remember. You have to remember the original style that the particular paragraph has. Okay, so I'm going to just click back and then take it back to how it was. Okay, now the next line of the question is take a screenshot to show that you have defined its settings for the TC title style. Make sure that there is evidence that you have based this on the default or normal paragraph. Yes, paragraph style. Place this in your evidence document. So this is step 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'll go back to the style that I created before, which is the title here. So hover over it, go to the right little arrow here, click on it and then modify. So that should be able to give you the dialog box you can take a screenshot of. So I'm going to press on my print screen and then take a screenshot of this. Okay, so this is what they want for this particular question. So I'm just going to go to my evidence. Oh, sorry, let me this. Go to my evidence. This is step 3, so you want to paste it right here. Okay, so everything in number 3 is done, so I'm just going to highlight that. Okay, now number 4, apply the TC title style to the title text Tawara taught child care. Okay, so it was actually initially applied, but I removed it, but that's the best thing to do. So now it's selected, so I'm just going to go click on TC title, and that will apply back. Okay, so that's cool. Number 5, select the subheading staff and the following text up to and including the paragraph ending enjoy their new surroundings. Okay, so let me go find, first of all, staff is here, so let me go find enjoy their surroundings. Let me see if I can find that. Enjoy the new surroundings. Okay, so that's it right here. So in case you can't find it, you can actually do Control F and then just write enjoy. You can just write it enjoy their something like that, new yes, new surroundings. Did I put so much? Yes, new surroundings. So once you are writing it, it's going to show for you here. So I will know that I need to select from here up till staff here. Okay, up to here. All right, let me just close this one and then close this. Okay, so all these have been selected. So change the page layout. So the next question says change the page layout so that only the text is displayed in 2 columns of equal width with a 1 centimeter space between the columns. Okay, right, so let's go and do that. So we're going to make it 2 columns. So you want to go to layout here, you want to go to column, go down to more, and then make sure it's 2 columns, and then change the spacing. So you want to change the spacing to 1, right? If I'm not mistaken, let me see. Equal width with okay, a 1 centimeter space between the columns. Okay, so I think that's fine there. So I can okay that, right? So this is what we'll have, right? Good. So number 4 and 5 done. Okay, so I can move ahead. So the style named TC subhead has already been created, stored, and applied to the 5 subheadings. Modify the TC subhead style so that only the following formatting is applied. Okay, now let's see the subhead style where it is applied. So of course I know it's on what's it called, staff here, catering here. They've already been applied, right? So if you look at it here, so when you select each and every one of them, you see that the TC subhead has been selected from the style group here, right? Good stuff. So our job is to modify it to fit the properties that we have in here. Okay, so what we can do here, so modify the TC subhead style so that only the following formatting is applied. Okay, good. So we can go to that particular style. So I'll just go down to subhead here and then click on the arrow by the side here and then modify, right? Good. So the name is already TC subhead, if I am not mistaken. TC subhead, yes. So sans serif, the font size will be sans serif. So I'm going to make it Arial here, sans serif. And then font size will be 14, so we're gonna make it 14. Let's see, center alignment with center. So center here. What's next? Enhancement, italic and bold. Okay, bold, italic, right? And then the next one is all caps, right? So we want to make sure that everything's all caps. So you want to go to format here. You want to go to font. You want to click on font, and then of course you want to check all caps here. Let me see, all caps, right? All capitals, yes. So line spacing will be single. So let's go check line spacing. You want to go to paragraph. Line spacing is already single, and then we have a spacing before is 0, spacing after is 7. So spacing before is actually 0 here, and then after should be 7. Okay, so that'll be fine. Any other thing? Nothing else. Okay, so I'll locate that. Right, so you can see that all the subheadings, they've changed because they've been applied. So when you change it, when you change the properties, they all also change. Right, good stuff. Now take screenshot. The question says take screenshot evidence to show you have modified the TC subhead style and the settings applied. Okay, and the settings applied. Okay, so place this in your evidence document. Okay, so if the setting has been applied, how do I show that the setting has been applied? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just go to TC subhead. By the side of it, click on the arrow by the side, modify. So what I want to do is I probably will get a part of the, the text just to show that, okay, it's been applied, right? Good. So I'll press my print screen to take a screenshot. I probably would take from here, something like that, just for this, just to be sure that, okay, you're going to get your full mark. If not, the preview on the dialog box is enough to tell the examiner that, okay, you know what you did, right? But just for the sake of it, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to just take a screenshot of part of the passage. Okay, so I'm going to which step is this? This is step 6. Oh, sorry, let me just okay this. Step 6 of my evidence. Okay, so I'm going to just paste it right here. Okay, so this is what is needed. I'm good with that. So 6 are done. So number 7, apply a numbered list formatted as 1 to 7 to the text from communication and language to art and design. Okay, so let's make it a numbered list first of all. Let's look for that. Communication and language, and then expressive art and design. So we want to make it to be numbered. Okay, good. So that's what I said we should make it, which I just did. So make sure that the numbers are aligned to the left margin of the column. So what I'm going to do, as it's selected here, you want to go up to this decrease indent. So click on it once so that it can shift the indentation to the left so that it can align with the left margin of the column. Okay, so the next one is the list is in single line spacing with no space before or after each line, right? So I'm going to go to the paragraph. I'll expand the paragraph group right there. So you want to make sure that it is in single line spacing, right? So I want to make it single line spacing here. What else was the question there? Single line spacing and no space before or after, right? So if I okay the single line spacing, it didn't change much basically. So what I can do is actually to remove this after, make it 0, the spacing after, make it 0, and then see that it takes a better shape. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be, right? So there is a, make sure that there is a 7-point space after the last item. So what I'm going to do, I'll go to the last item right there. Just select that last item. So you want to go to paragraph. You want to make sure that the space after is actually 7. Is it 7? Let me be sure. There is a 7 point. Yes, 7-point space. So space after is what you're going to put in there. So you okay that. So there will be space after the last item, right? Another way you can do it is to select the last. So if you not do that, you can select the next paragraph and then make the space before. Make the space before that next paragraph 7. Any one of them, it's fine. So, but let me just leave mine like this. Okay, good. So number 7 done. So number 8, import the image J2421 logo.jpg and place it in the paragraph beginning. We have 8 spacious rooms, playrooms, sorry. Let me look for it. 8 spacious. We have okay, let me just use find Control F. We have 8. Is it 8? Okay, good. Spacious rooms. Okay, so that's it right there. Okay, so I can easily close this. Now I see where it is. Close this too. Let me see. Import the image J2421 logo.jpg and place it in the paragraph beginning. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the beginning of that paragraph right there. Click, let my cursor be blinking there. So I'll just go to insert, go to picture, and then I'll go to this device. You want to browse to desktop, and then from my file here, this is it here. So I'm just going to open it right there. Okay, so that's it. Rotate the image 180 degrees with the image size and aspect ratio maintained. So what I'm going to do, select it and then go to rotation here in the picture format group here, the size group here. So you want to actually go to, so I have a 90 degrees, so you can rotate it 90 degrees twice. So rotate one more and then again, and then that would rotate it. If not, you can go to more rotation options and then change it to 180 here in the rotation, right? So any one of them is fine. Okay, so I've rotated the image. Format the image so that it is aligned. It is aligned to the right margin and the top of the paragraph. Starting, we have 8 spacious playrooms, please. Okay, so the text wraps around the image. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to change the wrapping of this text to square. I love to use square so that it will wrap around the image, right? So what I'm going to do is to move this image to the right from the question. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is to make sure that it touches the margin. So I will move it up a little bit. Let me see. I'll move it down. Let me see. Okay, good. So that is actually the level of the, so you see the green line, that will be the level of the beginning of the what's it called, paragraph. So I will try to take it to the right a little bit to align with the margin. So as you can see, the two the horizontal green line and the vertical green line, so that tells you that it is well aligned. So I'm just going to release my click. I'm going to just release it. Okay, nice. So that's for that. So that's for number 8 right there. Okay. Okay. So number 9, locate the table in the document. Format the table so that the table width is set to 13 centimeters. Okay. So let's locate the table first of all. Okay, good. So this is the table here. Okay, so we're going to set the table width to 13 centimeters. So what I'm going to do, just click on this tiny little plus on the top left corner, right, to select the table. You want to go to table layout here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to expand the cell, this cell size. So just expand it, click on the dialog box launcher right there. So expand it. So we're on the table tab. So on the table tab, you want to go to size here, click on preferred width. So the table, for the table, I'm going to have 13 right there. So I'll okay that. So the table will be up to 13. The 13 in width. Okay, good. So the next one will be all the rows and all the rows are set to 1 centimeter high, right? So what you're going to do again is to go expand the cell size of the table tab, so of the group, cell size group right there. What you want to do, let me just be sure of what I'm doing. Okay, do the rows, okay, 1 centimeter. So you want to click on the rows tab. So specify row height I think it's the height that they're talking about right there. Okay, yes, height. So you want to make sure that it is 1 centimeter. Okay, so you can okay that. Okay, so that will take you, that will make it 1 centimeter for each of the rows. Yeah, so the next one will be the data is center aligned vertically in each row, right? So what you want to do, you want to make sure it's still selected. So you want to go in the alignment here, you want to click on center here vertically, so that will align it well for you. Okay, so the next one, the table is centered within the page margin, right? So we can get that done also here. So what you can do, you can expand that cell size group here, and then go to table. You want to click on center here, okay, and then that will center align the table. You can actually center align the table using the center alignment here also, okay, any one of them. All right, good. So I think here number 9 is done. So spell check and proofread the document. Okay, make sure that that's number 10. The list and table are not split over each column, are not split over columns or pages, please. There are no widows or orphans. There are no blank pages. The original styles are maintained except the TC subhead style change in step 6. Yes, all styles are applied consistently. Spacing is consistent between all items. Okay, save the document using the same file name and format used in step 1. Print the document. Okay, so let's I think we are done here already. So everything is actually done. So let's check for widow or orphan. I don't think we have such here. Okay, and I think if you want to proofread, you can go to review, and then you can go to spelling and grammar, which I don't think there's anything. So all spelling, they are all right. The grammar, everything is good, right? Good. So if you found any mistake anyway, you can leave a comment down below. So the next thing I want to do, if you check the question there, no widow or orphan. So Microsoft Word has a way of checking for, or maybe handling widow or orphan, or maybe controlling it. So what I normally do is that I will go to home here, and then I will expand the dialog box group here. So you want to go to line and page breaks, what's it called, page break tab. So you want to check this. You want to check widow orphan control. So that will automatically, check if there's any widow or orphan. That will handle it for you in the page. But by looking at this document, there's no widow or orphan here. So I think I'm good with what I have here. Okay, so I can go ahead and print this document. Okay, so let me just go ahead to do that. So go to file, print. Let me see how it looks. So this is how your printout is going to look. So what I'm going to do, I probably will print it as a PDF, Microsoft print to PDF. So I think I will use that. We'll use that. That's what I normally use for my students. So what I'm going to do, I probably will put it in the work area, my printout. So this should be, what printout is this? What they call it? There's nothing they called it. Maybe you can call it Word printout or something like that. Or yeah, Word printout. Printout 1, something like that. Okay, so it's important that you do this just in case for some reason you have issues with printer, so you don't have to go back and then start adjusting anything. So your work is already there saved. So if I go to my work area, you see that it's already there, right? So all your work, so you can just go ahead to print this. Okay, all right, so I think that's about the question. So in the next video, I'm going to be looking at the database aspect. Okay, so we're going to stop here. So thank you very much, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello guys, welcome to this video. So I'll still be looking at the paper 2-1 May-June 2024 ICT IGCSE. Okay, so we're going to begin with database in this video. The question says you are now going to prepare a report. Dates are to be imported in the format day, month, year. Okay, that's DMY. So use database software to import the file J2421 child.csv as a new table. Use these field names and data types. Okay, of course, all these data types and field names in this table. Set child ID as the primary key. Save the data. Okay, so first of all, let's go import this file using a suitable database package, which is Access, right? So what I'm going to do here is to open my work area. I'll right click and then use Microsoft Access database here. I'm going to just leave it like that and then open it. Okay, enable editing. You want to go to external data. You want to go to new data source, file, text file here. You want to browse for your data. So I think it's child. Yep. And then okay that. So next, first row contains field names. Check that. Here you want to set the data type. So it is important actually that you set the data types here. So student complained of having an error, a couple of errors. Okay, there are two possible things that cost error in these particular exams. Is always the DOB. So if it's not in DMY, so what you want to do is always go to advanced and then click on advanced and then make sure that the date order is in DMY as stated in the question, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do step by step, I want to make sure that the data types are correct. Okay, so I want to, from here, last name to gender, they are all text. So you want to click here, last name text here, and then you have first name text, child ID text, gender text. DOB should be date with time. Okay, I've already checked this in DMY. Rage date should also be date with time. Now food allergy should be boolean, which is let me take yes or no. Okay, yes or no is fine. And then contact name should be text also. I think the rest should be text. So this one should be text. Relationship should be text. And then contact number should be so as you can see, it's long integer here. So if you import this table when it's long integer, you might get an error. So that might be source of the error because students complain about that. So this should be text also. So you have to make sure that it becomes text. So that next. So the next thing is child ID should be the primary key. So we choose the primary key and make sure that the child ID is selected as the primary key, and then you can finish and then close this. Okay, so by that way you're not going to get any error. All right, so I think this is it. So the next thing I want to work on will be the display. Okay, we've made sure that the data types are correct, so the display also. So we have the food allergy to be, it must display yes or no. So by me looking at it, you see that it is displaying a checkbox, which is not what we want. DOB and rage date, they are already displaying as DMY, excuse me. Okay, so what I'm going to do to correct this boolean or allergy field is you want to go to design view here, and then you want to click on here the yes or no, which is the data type. You go down to format. Okay, format, you want to choose yes or no right there, and then make sure you click on lookup here and then change the checkbox to text box. Okay, that should be able to take care of that. So that should be able to show yes or no. Okay, so that's fine. What am I supposed to do here next? Okay, I think save the data. Okay, so let me save that. Let me save my data, and then of course place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key. All right, so I'm going to just go to design view to do that. So you want to take your screenshot here. Okay, this is what you need. So this is 11, step 11, paste it right here. Okay. So that is done. Everything here is done. Down, the next thing is import the file J2421 bookings.csv as a new table in your database. Use these field names and data types and create a primary key field called ID. Okay, so let's go import bookings. Let me just save my changes here, close this. So I'll go to external data, so data from data source. You want to go to text file, and then of course what I need here is booking. Yes, okay, that next first row contains field names. Okay, next here I need to make sure that all my data types are correct. So all text except start time and end time should be date and time. So child ID, text, date with time, texts. Okay, so I think everything is correct. So now you need to leave it as ID. So when you're importing a table, most of the times ASEX will give it ID. Okay, so I will leave the data type as ID here. Sorry, the primary key as ID, which is of course what is demanded from the table, from the question. Okay, so I can nest it. I don't have to select any other primary key. I can just finish up and then close. So I can open that. So this is what I got. So you need to go to this design view to be sure that all the data types are the same. Now here our display has to be hour and minute, So if you look at your data here, let's see the sheet. You find out that your start date and your start time and end time, they are all in hour, minute and seconds. So we need to remove this seconds part, right? So what you want to do, go to design view. You want to click on this start time and then make sure that you choose from the format a short time, right? And then do the same thing for end time. Make sure the format is short time. Okay, so by the time you switch your datasheet view, you see that it has changed from to the what's it called, hour and minute. Okay, so that's fine. So the next question is, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types and primary key. So I need to switch to design view. So as you can see, the ID here is our the primary key, which is fine. All right, so I'm gonna just take a screenshot. I'm okay with this. Take a screenshot like this. This should be fine. This is still step 11. Okay, enter, paste it right. Oh, sorry, paste it there. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, so this is done. So number 11 is done. Now number 12, create a one-to-many relationship between child ID fields in the child and bookings table. Okay, now let's go create the relationship first of all. Relationship between the child ID fields in the child and bookings table. Okay, good stuff. So what we want to do, so let me just close this, save the changes if need be. Database tools, so you want to click on database tools, go to relationship. I need the relationship between the two tables, so I'm going to make them pop out here by double clicking on each of them. So I want relationship between the child here and the child here, and it has to be one-to-many. So make sure that the relationship part or the relationship type is actually one-to-many. You can create that, right? So this is what I have here. Okay, so let me just reduce this. So the next question says, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the one-to-many relationship between the tables. Okay, showing one-to-many relationship between the tables, right? So what you need to do, we need to show evidence of that. So you want to click on the relationship line here, double click on it, and then this will show, the dialog box will show. So this dialog box is quite important. So you're going to take a screenshot. So to be on the server side, I like to take the screenshot of the relationship and everything here. So this should be fine for me. So you copy that. This should be step 11. Step 11. So paste it right there. Okay. Now let's move over to the next question. Let's say step 11. Step 12, please. Am I correct? That's step 12. Yes, step 12. Okay. Now 13. Using fields from the child and bookings tables, produce a tabular report that selects the records where day is Monday, session is morning or sunrise club. Contains a new field called total time, which is calculated at run time. So of course, total time we calculated as end time minus start time multiplied by 24. Format this field to display a numeric value to one decimal place. Okay, shows only the fields child ID, so on and so forth in this order. Okay, with data and labels displayed in full. Do not group the data. Okay, all right. So the first thing I want to do is first of all bring out show the fields. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to do this using the query, right? So I'm going to just save my changes here and then close everything here. So you want to go to create, you want to go to query design. I'm going to bring out the two tables here and then make sure I bring out the fields. Okay, so by me looking at these, let's see, we can see child ID, first name, last name. So let's do that. Child ID, double click right there, first name, last name. Okay, DOB, day and session, DOB, day and session, and of course I have start time and end time. Start time here, end time here. After that we have total time, which is going to be calculated at runtime. So I'm going to leave out the total time. I'm going to calculate that later and then place it in the position where it's supposed to be. Okay, so for now I'm going to select the food allergy. Okay, so in the next column I'm going to do the runtime calculation and then move it in between, move the field in between the end time and food allergy to make sure that is the same as the question. Okay, so for me to do that, let me just go ahead to, so for me here is done. Okay, so I'm going to do the runtime calculation now, so which of course the field will be named total time. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you click on the empty column here, making sure that you're on the field row. You want to go to field builder. So you want to go down to your database here in Microsoft Access, and then make sure you click on table, open table. And of course, by me looking at the tables, you will see that the field that you need, they are in the bookings table. So I'm going to click on bookings table here. So the formula is actually in bracket end time minus start time. So let me open bracket first of all, open bracket here. So end time minus double click on start time, also double click start time. Okay, and then close that, multiplied by 24. So I'm going to multiply by 24 and okay that. So obviously SS will give me expression 1 as a default field name. So I'm going to change it to total time. Okay, so if you run this should give you total time here. So another thing we need to take note of here is that the question says also that we should format this field to display as a numeric value to one decimal place. Okay, numeric value to one decimal place. So what we're going to do here, so you go to design view, you want to make sure that your cursor is blinking within that particular field. Click on property sheet. So from decimal places, you want to take one decimal place and make sure that you choose fixed, so that the decimal will show for all records. Okay, good. Let me see any other thing. So the next thing here is to select the record where day is Monday. So as far as I'm concerned, we're done with the runtime calculation. We created the runtime calculation, and I think one more thing I'm forgetting. I need to place the field where it's supposed to be. So the field's supposed to be between end time and food allergy. So I almost forgot this. So you need to move it. So I will simply move it. Sorry, make sure that the cursor changes to this arrow. Click on it, and then carry it, move it in between. All right, so that settles that. So when you run it, you see that the total time will be in between the end time, which is the right order of the fields. Okay, good. So the next thing is to query the table. Query the table. So where record where the day is Monday. So of course, in your own examination, you're going to write, but I'm going to just copy and paste. Okay, so where what day is Monday. So under the criteria, make sure that you're under the criteria. You're the criteria row, right? And then make sure you're under day. So Monday, where day is Monday. So of course, if you run that, all days are on Monday, right? Good. So the next one is where morning or sunrise club. Where session is morning or sunrise club. So I'm just going to copy that and then go under session. I want to paste it right there. Okay. So let me run it. So you find out that here session, it has to be club and morning. Club, sunrise club and morning. Okay. So this is fine here with me. So I think everything here is done. So you have to take note of the things that will be the things that are done in the query. So from sorting here, every other thing can be done in the report. Okay. So I want to encourage you students to make sure that your sorting is in the report. By that way, you're going to get you're going to be sure that the sorting take place. So, but if you do the sorting in the query, for some reason, sometimes it does not reflect on the report. Okay. So every other thing has been done. So let's go ahead to do the rest in the report. So I'm going to save my query, making sure I save my query. Okay, that, and then query one will be created at the left pane here. So which is okay, right? So let's create the report proper. So we go to create and then go to report wizard. Okay, so I want to base my report on the query which I've created. So from table query here, select the query that you created initially and then move every field to the right. So next here, I don't need to do anything here but for some reason in your own report wizard window or dialog box, if the child is selected here, you see how the preview will look like. This is actually wrong, so you don't have to do it like that. So you have to make sure that the booking is selected so that it doesn't group in a funny way. So next, we don't need any form of grouping here, so we love it the way it looks. So the next here, you shouldn't sort anything here. If you actually sort, you can actually sort here, but when you sort, your fields are going to like jumble for some reason, right? So I will show you how to do the sorting in the report. So next here, so of course here you need to set it to tabular, and then you need to make sure that it is landscape from the question here. So you find out that has a page orientation of landscape and then fit on a single page width. All right. So this will take care of that. So you see that the checkbox is also added here. Adjust the field width so all fields fit on in a page. So that takes care of that. So next, here, I'm going to call this one report one, maybe report one, just to be able to remember. All right, good. So you can finish it. So finish. Okay, so our report has been created. So, but if you look at the report now, I found out that most of the labels are not showing very well. So the first thing you want to do is to exit the preview. You want to make sure that you are in layout view and then arrange all your fields so that they will be visible. So what you want to do for each field, click on the field and then hold down your control key and then click on the details and then you start adjusting them. So child ID, I'll adjust that. First name, click on first name, hold down your control key and then click on the details and then start adjusting them. Okay, so you can do this for the rest of the fields. Okay, so let me just do that. Adjust this to the left, sorry. Okay, here is fine. DOB, adjust that also. DOB is fine here. Day, hold down control key and then move this. So you click on the head, the field, you hold down Control key, you click on the details, right? You remove your hand from the Control key, and then you'll be able to resize them like this. Okay, good. Let me be sure everything is showing. Okay, so it's important that when you're doing this, you check that your labels are showing. Click here, hold down Control key, click here, remove your hand from Control key, then resize it to this point. Okay, let me just okay, good. So the same thing with here, just move it to the left. Okay, just to create space. Okay, hold down Control key one more time, and then remove, and then move it here. Okay, so we have the total time right here, and then of course food allergy will be here. Okay, so all our labels are showing properly, so we're good with this. Okay, now let's see the rest of the question. So sort the data into a descending order of session, and then ascending order of DOB. Okay, good. So let's sort now on session, and session has to be descending, right? So let's go and do that. So what you want to do for you to sort, when you are in your layout view, you want to go to report layout here, and then go to group and sort. You click on that group and sort. What you want is to add sort, not to group. So you add sort, right? So I want to click on add sort, and then the sorting has to be on session. So the session has to be descending order of session, right? Descending should be Z on top. Okay, to start from Z and then down. Okay, where is session here? Okay, this session, right? So S down to whatever M, right? Okay, so this is very good. Now the next, so you need to add another level of sort. So you click on this sort. So that level of sort has to be on DOB, and it has to be ascending. So at ascending will be the old date have to come first before the new date, right? That will be ascending, right? So we go and add another set of sort. Let me be sure. DOB, yes. Am I correct here? So okay, of course we have the session already sorted by session. So the next one will be the DOB. So I select that DOB. So from oldest to the newest, so that is correct. So oldest to newest will be the correct sorting order for the date. Okay, for the DOB, that would be is it descending? I think that's ascending. So ascending order, oldest to newest. Okay, from oldest to newest. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so we've sorted our data here. Okay, so everything here, we've done this, right? Good. Okay, so the next one is includes only the title Monday morning groups displayed in a larger font size, fully visible and center aligned at the top of the page. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this. I'll just copy this and then go to the title here. I'll paste this here. So what I want to do, I'll increase this placeholder, right, and then center align whatever that is in placeholder. So I'm going to click on format, then go to center align. The next thing I want to do, I think I want to make it to be 36. Okay, so this should be fine with us. So I'm going to remove this sorting dialog box here. So when you want to remove it, you don't want to click here. That will delete the sorting. What you want to do is actually to close grouping dialog box here. So that's the one that you have to click. So I'll click it and close it without altering my sorting levels. Okay, good. So that's for that. So here I've done this. Okay, so the next one will be has your name, center number and candidate number in the footer of the report so that it appears in the same position on every page. Okay, so that our information. So what I want to do, we want to go to design view. Okay, so under the page footer, so let me just increase this a little bit. So bring this one down, bring this down. So I want to use label, so report design label here, and then have my information somewhere around here. Ikechukwu Anolefo is my name, comma NG156, comma, and then 0004. All right, so the question never said you should remove the date or the page number, so I'm going to leave everything like that. So all I need is my information below at the footer part of the of the report. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, let me just resize it a bit. Okay, and then bring it down here, somewhere around here. So bring all these ones up here. Let me just resize this also. Move this one to the left a bit. Okay, bring this one up a notch. Okay, so this should be fine. Okay, so what else? Okay, I think that's that. So save and print your report. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to save my report, and I'm going to go to print preview, and then this session width is greater than, oops, okay, well, let me that. Okay, so is it greater? How is it greater? Is there anything that is leaving? Is there anything that is not within Fidelity? Okay, everything is cool here, right? So this is how your printer is going to look like. So what I'm gonna do here is I'll print to PDF. Oops. Oh, now I see what's going on. So this is supposed to be just one single page, right? And then it's spilling over, and I know why it's spilling over. Look at this. So when you print this extra page, empty page is going to show. All right. So let me just go and remove that. Actually, it warned me on that actually. So what I'm gonna do, let me close the print preview here. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, how many pages? It's actually splitting up to 4 pages actually. I'm having about 3 pages. Oops. Okay, so let me go back. Oops. Where is this? Let me close this. Okay. I think what I need to do here, I think it's because of this date thing that I adjusted here. All right, so let me just adjust this here, and then probably get this one a little bit to this side. Let me just do this, get this one a little bit to this side, and then move this a little bit. Maybe that's what changed it. So you need to bring this one a little further in here. Okay, so let me just go preview one more time and then see how that looks. Let me see, 2 pages. Okay, so that takes me to 2 pages, so which is what's supposed to be. So I think is on the side, right? So that shows me a better organized report. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead to print. I want to print to PDF. I'll locate that. Okay, so where I want to print it in my work area, so I'm going to call this printout 1. Okay, so it's good to have this just in case if you have a, okay, so this one, no, so this one will have to be printout 2. Let me just call it printout 2, something like that. Printout 2 access. Okay, so let me just have it access. Okay, so whatever name you need, you use to remember it. Okay, so you can do that. So if I go to my file here, my what's it called, my work area, I'll open that. You see that this is how your work is going to look like, and I think everything here is good, all my information. So make sure all your information is showing on every printout. Okay, so which is fine. Okay, good stuff. So everything here is done. Okay, good. So the next part of the question says you are now going to create a data entry form. The form will contain radio buttons for the user to select one option. Data from the selected option must be stored in a new field that you will create in the child table. Okay, So let me even just close this. Save. Do you want to save changes? Yes, I want to save changes. Okay, good. So our report has been printed. So let's continue. So number 14. Number 14 says insert a new field in the child table named element ID. So let me just copy that. Element ID, which will be used to store data from radio buttons. Yes, set the most appropriate data type. Now when you're setting, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use option button, right? So I'm gonna set the data type to be numeric. Okay, and I will show you why. Okay, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names and data types used in the child table. Okay, so insert a new field in the child table. Okay, so let's go to child table. Let me just go open the child table, go to design view here. I need to have this, the new field. Data type has to be text. No, I will leave it at number. Okay, so that's fine. So I think the question says, let me save my changes first of all. So I need to take a screenshot of that. So I'll take a screenshot to show what I've done here. This is step 14. Okay, so let me paste it in step 14. Yep, this is it. All right. So and I've created now the data type. So save and close the table. Okay, so let me first of all highlight this, and then let me go ahead to save, and then I'm gonna close the table here. Okay, so number 15 says create a columnar data entry form using selected fields from the child table that includes only the field last name. So let me go do that first of all. Let me include the fields necessary. I'm going to go to, what do you want to do? You want to go to create. You want to go to let me use the form wizard this time. Okay, and I want to make sure I select okay, of course that's child table, so which is what I need. So I'm going to select last name, first name, child ID. So last name here, first name, child ID. The next will be gender, DOB, rage dates, and food allergy. Okay, rage date, okay, full allergy, okay, in that order. Include only the fields. Okay, displays one record at a time. Okay, fine, that's what we need. Okay, so let's create the form. It has to be columnar, which is already selected, so we're good with that. Should I leave this at this? Okay, so let me call it something like let me see a suggestive name. Create a columnar data entry using a selected so this should be child something. Let me just leave it at, let me leave it at this. Let's say child entry form or something like that, or children entry form. Children entry form, to make it make sense. All right, children entry form. I'm gonna just finish that. Okay, so this is what we'll have. All right, good. So let me see, the next question will be display one record at a time. Okay, so it's already one record at a time. Last name, first name, everything is one at a time. So the next thing is place in your evidence document a screenshot showing your form with a record from the database. Okay, so which step is this? This is step 15. So I'm going to use my print screen one more time, take a screenshot. This is what they need here, so I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Okay, I'll go to step 15, paste it right here. Okay, that's all is needed. Okay, so number 15 done, so this will fetch you 2 marks. So number 16, in the form created in step 15, yes, create 5 grouped radio buttons. Okay, the user must be able to select one of the following options. Okay, all these: eczema, diabetes, eczema, epilepsy, none. The option selected must be stored and displayed in the element. Okay, so this thing is we're gonna store this information in element. Okay, element field of the child table. Label this option as element. Okay, let's first of all do part of this. So we are going to create a grouped radio button, right? And then all the group will be all this listed. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So what I'm gonna do here, let me be sure what I'm doing. Make sure that the radio buttons are grouped as one option group with the label, okay, element, which is already label name, and then the option selected is stored in the element ID field. Okay, good. All labels in the form are aligned to the left. Okay, consistently and do not overlap. Okay, so let me see. So what you want to do here, you want to go to design view. So what I will do here, first of all, I just have to make this one. So let me just make this to be a little smaller. Okay, I'll move this footer down with a notch. So this is where I want to create my label so that it will align with the rest, something like that. So I want to use the option group here. So let me just click on that. So if you click on that, you can just drag down a bit, something like this. Okay, good. Okay, so this dialog option group wizard will come out. So the label names here, so the label names will be eczema, whatever that is. So that will be it, eczema. Okay, the next one will be diabetes, right? So diabetes. Am I correct? Yes. So the next one is going to be eczema. Okay, eczema. And then after eczema you have epilepsy. So epilepsy. And then the next one will be none, if I'm not mistaken. None. Okay, good. Label this. Okay, good. So we can nest this. After this, you want to say, what do we have here? Do you want one option to be the default choice? No, I don't want a default choice. So I think for this, you can choose not to have any default choice. But for me, since there's none here, I think I will take none as a default choice. Okay, yeah, so I will nest that. So the values, as you can see, whenever you choose, so the value I'm attaching to this is whenever you choose eczema, value 1 will be added to element ID. So diabetes is 2, eczema is 3, so that's why I choose a number when I was giving data type to element ID. Okay, so that's it. All right, so I'm gonna go nest here. What do you want to do with the value of the selected options? Save the value for later. Store the value in this field. Yes, I'm going to click on store the value in this field. So you want to make sure that the values are stored within the element data type, okay, or element ID field. Okay, so next, what I need is the option button. So the option button is already selected, and then this is the sample at the left here, which is what I want. So I'm going to go next. What name will I give this? I'll leave it as frame 15 and then just finish up. Okay, so as you can see, it has been created for you. So this is our radio button here. So what I'm going to do is to move this one. Oops, let me just undo that one more time. Let me just move this. Let me just select it one more time and then move this one. Is it moving? That's not what I need to move. Okay, undo that. So I want to move it to the left here just to be consistent with the rest. So let me just keep it here. Oops. What's going on here, sir? Let me see if this one will move alone. Everything's selected actually. So I think my job, what I want to do is actually to move this particular one to the left. Okay, good. I need to hold this gray button here. That's what will make it to move to the left. So I think there's a name to this, frame 15. Let me change the name from frame 15 to element. Okay, label this option group element. So this is what the name should be supposed to be. Okay, so let me label it element here. So not frame 15. So that's what's supposed to be. Okay, so I just want it to be consistent with the other fields, right? So this is okay for me. All right, let me see if there's any other thing I'm missing here. ID field of okay. Place in your evidence document screenshots showing. So it can be one screenshot, it can be a couple of screenshots. All right, showing the radio buttons grouped as one option group with the label element. Okay. Evidence of your method of linking this group to the element ID. So what I'm gonna do here, for me to show my own evidence, what do I do? Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, let me see. Form view, let me see this. Okay, so I need to return to design view. Here I want to click on property sheet. So when you go to property sheet, let me see format here. No, not format, but data. Oh, I need to select it. So let me just select this. Okay, when you select this, let me even close this up a little bit to have a screenshot. So when you select the option group here, you will see that you have the control source will be here, which is the element ID, and then of course the default value will be 5. Okay, so this is actually what I need around here. So the element ID, which is the control source, so that's what I'm going to use as my screenshot, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go to, or maybe, okay, let me just see the radio button group as one option. Okay, so I think I will just select the radio button first of all, and then select this one differently. So I'm going to do a print screen here, and then I'm going to probably show something like here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it right here. Which step is this? This is step 16. So I'll paste it right here, and then the next one, so the what's it called, the next one will be evidence of your method of linking. So my method of linking will be here, right? So I'm going to take another screenshot one more time. So this one will be my evidence of linking. So I'm going to paste it right here. Okay, so for some reason, if you wish to actually do the selection this way or print out this way, such that you'll be able to take a screenshot of everything like this, you can do that, whichever one that works for you. Okay, all right, so let's see, what am I missing? Nothing else. I'm not missing anything. So the only thing I need to do is to like preview this, which I think I did some seconds ago. So everything is working pretty well. Yeah, so it's cool. All right, so number 16 is done here. All right, so number 17, use the form modifier, excuse me, use the form modified in step 16 to add the following data as a new record in the child table. Okay, so let me first of all, let me add this data, right? So so what you want to do here, you go to the last record. From the last record, what I want to do is to actually have a new, click on what? New record. So I'm going to click on new record down here. All right, so last name will be Lambert, right? And then of course first name is going to be Jakara. First name Jakara. So paste it right here. Child ID. Child ID is going to be this. Okay, So I'm doing this in the last record, right? And then gender is going to be female. Gender is female. DOB is this. DOB is this, so paste it right there. And then rage date is this. So allergy, let's see. Allergy is going to be yes. Allergy is going to be yes. So you gotta remove this and then make it yes. And then you have eczema. I think eczema should be 3, right? Eczema. Let me take that element will be eczema. Oops. I don't have to collect. I don't need to copy this actually. You just have to go check the eczema. Okay. So when you save your changes, it will apply in that table, right? Let me see. Check your data entry for errors. Save the data. Place in your evidence document a screenshot of the form with the new record displayed in full, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. So this is the new record here. Okay. Yeah, in the form, right? Screenshot of the form. Okay, good. So this is step 17. I'm going to go to 17. I'm going to paste this right here. Okay. This is what I did. So for some reason, you can keep your own at the right side, but to be consistent so that my label names, field names will be at the left side. So I try to make it consistent here. All right. So I will need to save my changes. So I'm going to save my changes, right? And then let me see. Do I have to close? Let me see for the next. So number 18. Open the child table. Use an automated selection method to locate the new record you entered in step 17 with the child ID 3YR27. Okay, let's do that. So what I'm going to do, so let me close this. Let me read the question one more time. Open the child table. So let me just go ahead to open the child table here. So they said that we should use an automated selection method to locate the new record you entered. Okay, so in the child ID, so this is the child ID. Okay, so let me just copy this child ID to locate the record. So what I'm gonna do here, under child ID here, you want to click here. So what I want to do, text filters equals what? Equals this child ID here. So I'm going to okay that. So that will result to this. So you see that the element is 3. Okay, so that's what they want us to do here. Okay, so place in your evidence document screenshot showing the use of an automated selection method to find the record, the new record stored in the child table with all 11 fields displayed in full. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Okay, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the use of an automated selection method to find the record. Yeah, the new record stored in the child table with all 11 fields displayed in full. Which 11 fields again? So let's see what happens here. Oh, okay, so these are 11 fields, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, yes, 11 fields. What am I thinking? Okay, all 11 fields. Okay, so use, okay, good stuff. All right, so what I'm gonna do, okay, so this is already so what I'm gonna do here is simply go here, equals, and then leave this at this. Okay, this is what is needed. So I need to show how I got it. So I'm going to leave this custom filter here, and then of course the 11 fields are already showing here. All right, so I think my mind was going to records actually. Okay, so I'm just going to like print this, take a screenshot of this, something like this. Okay, so this is what I need here. Okay, place in your evidence. Okay, a screenshot. Okay, so that's the screenshot I need. This is step 18. Okay, so you want to go to step 18 and then you paste this. Okay, so this is what is needed for this particular question. Okay, so I can actually go ahead and then select all one more time. Yeah, oops, select all and then okay that, and then everything will show for me. So okay, I think that's about it. What's the next thing? Okay, so everything is done here, so the database is done. I think that's about it. So thank you very much, guys. If you have any question or if you have any concern, any addition, if there's anything that you feel that I missed, you can also leave a comment down below. Okay, by the way, I'm going to leave a link of the finished work for those who might need it or something. I'm going to leave a link to it. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello guys, welcome to this video. I will be looking at the presentation aspect of the ICT paper 2-1 May June 2024. Okay, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to the document production aspect and database, as well as the finished work file of this paper 2-1. Okay, in the description. Right, so let's begin. You are going to create a short presentation. All slides must have a consistent layout and formatting. Create a presentation of 8 slides using the file j2421 playgroup.rtf. Unless otherwise instructed, the slides must display a title and a bulleted list. Okay, now let's go ahead to open our presentation. So what I'm going to do here is just to open this. So I'll just go to open here, and then I'll browse for my file. My file is on the desktop, and then here. Okay, so of course it's somewhere around here. So you want to make sure that all files are showing. Okay, so we're interested in what file is that? Playgroup. So I'm going to get playgroup here. Click on that, open that. Okay, so you're going to get about how many slides? 8 slides. All right, so that's for that. So now we've got 1 mark for just opening the slide. So number 20, place at the top right of the slide a header with your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, the top right. And then place in the footer automated slide numbers left aligned. Okay, so let's first of all do the 2, and then we can continue with the rest. So let's go to our presentation. So we're going to use the slide master here. So I'm going to go to view and then go to slide master. Now in slide master, once you get to slide master, make sure that you click on the first slide. That is the slide master. All right, okay. So here you see the placeholders here. This left one is for date, this middle one is for footer, and then the right one is for slide numbers. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is let me see, place at the top right of the slide a header with your name. Okay, the top right with your name, center number, and candidate number. So what I'm going to do here, this one is the footer. So what I'm going to do is basically take it to the top right. Now you want to make sure that no placeholder is overlapping. So I need to shift this also, just to make sure that none of them is overlapping. So I'm going to have my information here. Kechuku Anolefo is my name, comma, NG156, comma, 0004 will represent my candidate number. Okay, so that should be it, and it's right aligned at the top top right of the slide. Okay, good stuff. Place in the footer automated slide numbers left aligned. Okay, so of course this placeholder here is for slide number. So what I'm going to do is to just move it to the left. Okay, obviously there's so many ways you can do that, but this is the way I prefer. Instead of removing these placeholders and then creating another one, just use the existing placeholder. So this number, so this takes care of number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to insert, go to header and footer. I want to make sure that the slide number will show. You want to make sure that the footer will show. So it is very important for you to activate this for it to show in your final slide, okay, or in all slides, right? And then you want to apply to all. Okay, let me see if there's another thing I need to do here. So make sure that the header and footer appear in the same position on every slide. No items overlap on any slide. Okay, so let's go exit and then be sure that everything is you know, in the proper position. So as you can see, my information is up here, and then of course the slide number is down here for every slide. So that's fine with me. Okay, so that's for number 20. Okay, now number 21, locate the slide with the title our staff. First of all, let me locate that. Let me bring this into this right here. Let me locate that our staff. Where is it? Okay, so this is our staff. Select the three bulleted items after the text center manager who, okay, and format them to look like this. Okay, okay, 3 items after this center manager who. Okay, so here you want to select this. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so that's what's it called? First of all, it's italics. I think the font is reduced a bit, and then of course the indentation, I need to demote it. Okay, so that's fine. So the next thing I want to do is to make the bullet to be in form of a dash. Let me see, is that underscore or just dash? I think that's just dash. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to bullet. I'll go to bullet and numbering. I want to go to customize my bullets. Right here, you want to choose. Let me see if I'm going to say, okay, I think this should work for it. All right, so I'm going to just okay that. So let me see how that looks. What it looks exactly. So if you look at the what's it called? The dash. The dash is directly under the D. So let me see if it's like that in my own slide. It's not necessary on the D. So I'm going to demote it further. So go right, something like that. So it's directly on the D. All right. Let me just look at it again. I think this is fine. Okay. Let me increase it one step. Okay. Okay, good. So I think this is fine. All right. So that's that. Okay. So number 21 is done. Did I miss anything? Not think so. So number 22, delete the slides with the titles, our guiding principles and areas of learning and development. Okay, so let me locate them. Our guiding principles. These are our guiding principles. Our let me see, our areas of learning and development. Okay, so these two. So I'm going to just click on one slide here, and then hold down my control key and click on this other one, and then press my delete button, and then that will get rid of them. Okay, so that's for number 22, 1 mark. Okay, so number 23, use the data in the file j2421 test underscore scores.csv to create a vertical bar chart to compare achievement for only the subject literacy and mathematics. Okay, so it's important that I highlight these. Okay, literacy and mathematics. Display the subject as labels on the category axis, right? Okay, so we are only interested in literacy and mathematics here. So let's see what we have. So let me open that. So what I want to do here is actually, let me first of all double click to make sure that I can see everything. Okay, sorry, let me just select everything one more time. Okay, so I want to see everything. So I think the instruction is simply to create a vertical bar chart, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, of literacy and mathematics, not science, right? So what I'm gonna do here, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to actually, but there are two ways that's in my head right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select just this, right? And then go to, I'm going to show you the two ways so that you can choose whichever one that may be, more comfortable for you. So I'm going to create the chart here. Obviously, I know that I don't need science. So if you click on each of the bar, it's going to give you an idea which of the subjects, right, that is for. Okay, so the the orange bar is for no preschool, and then the blue bar will be for preschool when you look at how the selection is changing here, right? Good. So what I'm going to do, the legend, let me just hope that there's a legend here. Let me see the question first of all. Okay, so let me read further. First of all, let me remove the the science. I don't need the science, so I'm gonna remove it. So I will just simply right click on the chart, and then I want to go to select data here. I will uncheck science here. Okay, science will be out first of all, right? So let me just follow it the way it looks here. So label the chart with the title "Impact of Early Childcare on Text Results." Okay, so I'm going to just copy that, paste it right here. Oh, sorry, paste it here as a title. Okay, so that's for that. So display the following values only as data labels along the top of the, okay, a legend showing. So I think, okay, so let me first of all, let me just take it one after another. So the values only as data labels along the top of each bar, right? Good. So let me just do that, by the way. So what I want to do here is to right click and then go to format series. Okay, am I correct here? Let me just, first of all, let me just click on it. Just go here, and you want to get to data labels here. So that's it. Sorry, I made a mistake here. So that's it. That's how to show the values. And then the next thing is the next question there is to a legend showing preschool and no preschool. Okay, so these are the legends. As you can see, they are series 1 and series 2. So what I'm going to do here is simply to right click here, and then I want to get to select data. So let me just select data, right? So you want to, so already for legend 1, I need to edit legend 1, right? If you click inside legend values, it will tell you exactly, you will see this matching ant moving around the right selection. So that tells me that it is for preschool, right? So I'm just going to press preschool for the series name, and then I'll okay that. Okay, so that will give it preschool. And then for the series 2, just going to click on it and then edit it. And then of course if you click on series values here, that will tell you that it's no preschool. So I'll go back here and then make sure I click on no preschool, and then that will select the range for me, or the cell. I'll okay that. Okay, so okay everything. So that should give you something like this, right? So this is one way to do this, right? I will show you another way to do this. Let me just delete everything once more. Okay, now what I'm going to do to be able to achieve this bar chart is simply, if you look at this, that's just the trick that I've learned over time. You want just literacy and mathematics. You can actually delete the subject that's off, and then select everything here, and then go to insert, and then go to chart, and that will actually create the legend for you. Everything is done for you. So the only thing you just have to do is to right click on the chart, then go to select data. From select data, you just want to uncheck the science. and okay that. Okay, so literacy and mathematics will be there for you. So the only thing you just have to do is to paste the title, right? So that will take us to the same place. What's the next thing? Okay, so the data values, the values on top of each bar. So what I'm just going to take it back right there. So click here, go to this place, and then check the data labels. Okay, so that's that. So you can choose whichever one that is way faster for you. Okay, because of course during the examination you're looking for ways that you can perform a task in the shortest time possible to save yourself some time, right? Okay, so that's for this. Now the next question is 26. Format the value axis scale to display a minimum value of 0, a maximum value of 56, and an increment of 8. Okay, so let's go do that. So what you want to do is to click your value axis here. You want to right click. You want to get to format axis this time, not select data, but to format axis. You want to click that, and of course the minimum is already 0 here, right? So the maximum, let's be sure, maximum is 56. So you want to put 56 here, and then the measure, which is the increment. So whenever you hear measure, the measure is increment. It's talking about the increment. So you want to also have 8 there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, please. Okay, so you can click outside, and then that will apply for you. Okay, so it will be 0, so the increment will be in 8, and of course the maximum will be 56. Okay, so that is done. So number 26 done, 2 marks gained. So number 27, it says place the chart to the left of the bullet on the slide with the title academic performance. Okay, so let me first of all place it at the left of the bullet. Okay, academic performance. So let me look for that. Academic performance. So I want to place the chart on the left. So what I'm going to do is to first of all adjust the placeholder of the slide that holds the text, right? Let me just move it down a bit, and then go ahead and then copy. Just click on the chart once, and then Control C to copy that, and then go back here, and then of course paste it right here. Okay, so when you paste it, you want to make sure you adjust it. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, so that works for me. All right, so I've done that. So make sure that no words are split, all data and labels are fully visible, the chart and its content do not overlap any slide items. Okay, so I've been able to arrange it not to overlap on anything, right? So we're good with this. All right, so that's for number 27. So number 27 is done. So number 28, on the slide with the title long-term benefits. So let me first of all locate that long-term benefits. Where are you? Long-term benefits. Yes. Create an arrow-shaped action button that looks like this. Position this in the bottom right corner. Okay, so let's go do that. For me to do that, you need to go to insert. You want to go to shapes and look for the shape here. It's already here for me, so I'm going to just draw the shape here. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to make sure it looks like what we have here. So of course my fill color is actually blue here. I need to remove it. So fill color here, shape, I want to remove it, no fill. Okay, so the shape, let me go, shape outline has to be a little thick. Let me look at it again. So something like look like 4, you know, the weight is 4, so I'm going to go to shape outline and then take it to something like 4 or 6. Let me see. Okay, so this should be that. This should serve, right? So in fact, let me just actually move this up a bit so it doesn't interfere. Okay, so just move it down a bit. All right, so let me be sure of where what's the shape here. Okay, so I think I'm good with this. Okay. So position this in the bottom right corner. Okay, which I've done. Format the action button so that when clicked, it opens the document with the file name, this J2421 lifelong.csv. Enter the text. Okay, so let me first of all, let me create the link. Okay. So you want to right click on it for you to be able to do that. Right click on it, go to link. You want to see current folder. Let me see. Place this in this document, existing file or web page. Okay, so let me just go back and then go to here. What I need is this one here. Where's the file? Let me just know the file. 21 lifelong. So where's lifelong here? Okay, yeah, that's it here. Okay, so we can okay that. So it means that when our slide is on slideshow, so let me put it in slideshow, Shift F5 for the current slideshow. So if I click on it, it's supposed to open that file. So when I click on it, yes, I can okay this. So that opens the file. So that shows that it works, right? Good. All right. So that works for me. So enter, the next one is enter the text lifelong gains in a black font on the action button. So I'm just going to copy this, then go to the action button. You want to, let me just double click inside the action button and then paste this right there. So of course, when you paste it, I think it's white. So I need to make the font, where's for font? Let me just go to home and then make sure the font is actually black. Okay. Good. So it has to be in a black font on the action button, right? So I think that's fine. Make sure that the text displays on one line. Yes. The text fits within the shape and does not overlap the border, right? So let me be sure. Okay, lifelong gains. So that's fine for me. Take screenshot evidence showing the action button links to the correct line, to the correct file. Sorry. Place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the file name is fully visible. Okay, so let's go. Let me first of all, let me open my my evidence back. I think I closed this one. Let me see. Oops, did I close this without saving the rest? Oh my god. Okay, I think, let me see. Evidence. Okay, sorry, that's here. Okay, yeah. So that's it here. So I need to paste the work there. So what I'm going to do to show the evidence for to show the action button links. Okay, so I need to just right click one more time. So you want to go to edit link, and then what I'm gonna do here, I want to be sure that I link it directly, making sure that it is actually in that file there, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click here. So this is what I'm going to do, and then I'll take a screenshot. Okay, so this is the evidence for that, right? So I'll take a screenshot and then I'll paste it here. I think this is the last screenshot actually. Okay, so that's fine. So let me just bring down this one, because I know that some students will ask me why. All right, so that's fine. So I think for number 28, we're done with number 28 here. Okay, so 29 says save the presentation, print the full presentation as handouts in portrait orientation with the 2 slides to the page. Okay, sorry, print the full presentation as handouts in portrait orientation with 2 slides to the page, each filling half the page. Okay, so let's go do that. So you want to, okay, so let me just close this. I'll go to file, I'll go to print. So here you want to get to full page here, and then make sure it is in 2 slides. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be 2 slides to the page. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. So you're going to have about 3 3 slides, right? Okay, so you can go ahead to print that. Okay, so I think that's about it. So task 5 says printing the evidence document. Make sure that your name, center number, and candidate number appear on every page of your evidence document. Save your evidence document, print your evidence document. Okay, so one important thing I need to tell you guys is whenever you're printing, the evidence documents always have the highest mark most of the times, basically for paper 2. So make sure that your evidence document is printed and submitted. Don't make that mistake of not printing your evidence document. Okay, and then another thing is making sure that your center number, your candidate number, and then of course your name, most importantly, is also on the evidence. Okay, don't be tempted if you make any mistake, or you made any mistake when you were printing. Maybe your name did not come out well or something like that. Don't use black pen or some pen to start correcting or something like that. Go back and print again. Okay, that's very, very important, because if there's any pen written on your printout, it might your work might be invalid and it won't be marked, and you're going to lose a lot of marks. Basically, you're going to lose a lot of marks basically on evidence documents. Okay, so that's my advice to you guys. So thank you so much for this. I will look at paper 3 in subsequent videos. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.